it seemed that you actually got together with Mavado at the behest of Christopher Coke in Tivoli Gardens. That's when you guys actually came together and did what it was.
Well, as a matter of fact, you know, Mr. Miller, I want to tell you, say, everything was planned right here, where I am now, in Gaza, about 5 p.m. in the evening, Miller. Yeah, man, it was planned there, and I reiterate this all in all interviews, man. VYBZ KARTEL is not someone that can be ordered around. You know what I mean?
Even by Christopher Coke.
VYBZ KARTEL is not somebody that can be ordered around. You can't add or take off anything off of that.
Kartel is frank. There were always commercial benefits to escalating the feud once it got started. On some level, wasn't that good for business? I mean, everybody else was shoved out of the picture and people were focusing exclusively on VYBZ KARTEL and Mavado.
Not on some level, on all levels it was good, you know what I mean? That is how Mavado and I saw it, you know what I mean? But I guess, you know, the impressionable minds out there and people without a proper understanding, you know what I mean, of how to manage this Gully Gaza feud without getting it violent. I guess they took it out of proportion. But that was always the case between Mavado and I. It's all about commercial, all about capitalists, all about making the money.
And yes, some folks just aren't buying that this piece will last any longer than the last.
As was the case with the Mark Shields episode, and then the feuding started once again, you know what I mean? But as I said before, when artists feud, it's primarily to make money and to keep interest in dancehall, you know what I mean, as it has been doing over the years. So, you know what I mean? But for right now, Jamaica is not in the mood for a clash right now. Things are too serious, you know what I mean? And the kids right now, they need a healing.
If Kartel was angry about Bounty Killer's bleaching and tongue-piercing barbs, he wasn't showing it. Any comment about the tattoos and the tongue-piercing rumors?
Not really, because Jamaica people know the teacher, man, so you don't know. It's going to come like if somebody tell you something about, because remember now, the book say, reputation is everything, protect it with your life. So people know the reputation of VYBZ KARTEL. So if you say VYBZ KARTEL boom tongue, you know I like that.
No holds barred.
No holds barred, man, and that's what they took up on themselves and try to spread propaganda on the teacher. But to no avail, and I actually got a big song out of it, so, you know what I mean, it worked in my interest.
Did you feel, though, that you were vulnerable to that sort of attack?
Well, everyone is vulnerable to attack, you know. You know what I mean? And VYBZ KARTEL is no different than the normal man in the streets, even in music. You know?
I mean, were you angry, in other words?
No, man, I'm not angry, man. I'm not angry. VYBZ KARTEL is just a nice person, a jovial person, a happy person. Right now, the rain is sinking, and you're watching ER.
Happily or unhappily for the promoters of Sting, it now looks like the planned Kartel Killer clash is off. The pitch this year is you versus Bounty Killer.
No, sir.
You're denying that that's not going to happen?
No, Jamaica people, no can't say that, man. No, sir. Bounty Killer is all news right now where VYBZ KARTEL is concerned. How can the artist DJ in Jamaica clash a dinosaur? That is like VYBZ KARTEL is trying to raise the dead, and I'm not into spiritualism.
Would you also say something about rumors of a $9 million paycheck that you were requesting from...
No, straight. You don't know, you know. It's the reporter that put out that article, and he also works closely with VYBZ KARTEL, which is the only reason why I didn't even pursue legal action against, you know what I mean, what really came out, because that VYBZ KARTEL was quoted out of context, and I did not officially say that in any statement.
So, you will be at Sting?
Yeah, man, the Stinger will have to be a Sting, man.
So you're saying a clash will not take place?
No, it's not the mood for clashing right now, you know what I mean? It's just time to heal the society right now. And the mood of dancehall is VYBZ KARTEL, Mavado, Gaza, Gully. I mean, Killer is not in the equation.
Where is Killer in the scheme of things?
Below the radar.
Flying really low?
Not flying, just below the radar. Okay. In a hangar.
So some people are saying he's more than a match for you, even though you're, you know, I mean, you're the young Turk. You're the person who is really kind of hard to go up against because you're quick and you think on your feet. Still, there's lots to be said for experience.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, people's opinions are valid by VYBZ KARTEL to an extent. You know what I mean? But when you look at the musical aspect of it, VYBZ KARTEL couldn't really war Bounty Killer because he even himself said that VYBZ KARTEL is DJing like him at 15. So how can a man that DJing like him at 15 clash a man that is DJing like him at 40? You know what I mean? The demographics not much. So for that reason, VYBZ KARTEL would never clash Bounty Killer on a stage. You know, seriously, when you see this Friday, you know, trouble, man, they get ignorant in the building.
The tongue ring. Youth, let me tell you, look in my mouth. I'm going to say, it's the worst thing ever happened to man, sir. Look what him neighbor do. Him going neighbor, youth, let me tell you.
The people already know now from what is happening that VYBZ Kartel, Mavado, which are the two main acts in Jamaica that people want to see, and nobody else, are going with a mood of peace.
Adi, I'm a brother, I love you. I want you.